What kind of future would we get if everything is this from now on? The architecture doesn't tell me where I am, it's placeless. They made this concrete building with my favorite kind of concrete. They did the best thing you can do with such a building. It feels like it repeats the mistakes of the 70s office park it is replacing. I just wonder if the people living here will be able to form a community. Welcome to Walk with Ruben. In this show we evaluate and explore urban design projects, architecture and history. And today we are in the south of Amsterdam in a huge project called Amsterdam, with behind me some towers belonging to the project called Spot. And we're going to take a look at this area and see what is good, what doesn't work and how it could perhaps be improved. This is one of the areas that I really wanted to show to you because it's, first of all, it's massive. It's super ambitious. They're truly building something enormous here. Of course, I might be critical of some things in this episode. I think it's always good to have a dialogue about architecture, urban design, what things go well, and to challenge the status quo of planning. Because is this truly the only way to design something? Is this the only way to develop an area? Let's discover what we're going to see here. I think you'll be astounded. So Amstel 3 was developed in the 1970s and it used to be an old business park. But as office occupancy decreased, they really started to think, okay, what can we do with this area? And they already wanted to redevelop this into housing because Amsterdam needs more housing. So they decided to take this area that was already aging and also an area that really lacked housing. So there were barely any people living here. So they decided, okay, you know what, we're gonna redevelop this into a more residential area. But I think the amount of housing they wanted to plan here is so dramatic that the only thing they could do was build enormous towers. And that's exactly what we'll see. So these are towers of about 100 meters tall. See how enormous they are, and there's a couple of them. It seems that they built the towers on some sort of like a podium, and then it rises up. I think one of the first things that, well, strikes me is that it's a nice day, but it feels not very welcoming. And nobody has claimed this little space as their own with some potted plants or a bike. It's immediately, yeah, it's not. This one has a mat, a doormat, so that's something. But I think they intended to design this as a little buffer zone between private and public. But here, camera surveillance. It seems that people who live here on the ground floor don't trust this area well enough to put anything of value outside.
Hey, if you want to read cities like I do in these videos and be able to explain why certain places seem to work better than others, I made a little handbook that helps you to do just that. Click the link below to get it for free.
I like the greenery. I mean, they have some plants. It's not super lush. But yeah, it seems like they got in a panic and they just wanted to get as many houses built here as possible. This is going to be a school. Yeah, they're building the facilities for the people, so people can live here and send their kids to school, so that's good. So they made this concrete building with my favorite kind of concrete, grindbeton. And they made a little cafe, so I think, okay, that's a positive. They did the best thing you can do with such a building, and that is adding a program with a little lunchroom. So that's good. And you have this this office building, very 70s, and it seems to be used still, so that's good. They're still reusing it. I wonder if it's temporary, because I can imagine these are next in line to be demolished. So I walked a little circle Now I'm gonna continue my way to the square. The podium is a good idea. It kind of gives the tower a base. But then the architecture doesn't tell me where I am. It's placeless. This could be anywhere on Earth. So anything they could do in this area to improve the experience would be welcome. And I think one of the lowest hanging fruits, basically the design of the public space and the street furniture. So these lamps are like the simplest you could possibly choose. And they're also so bland. So in Amsterdam you have these beautiful street lanterns, which are actually stunning. And basically those things are mass produced. If you buy them by the hundreds, cost will go down. Why not install those street lamps? I think that could really upgrade this area just with a small thing, like just having a nice street lantern. What I told you about attractiveness and creating a place where you really want to be, in order to do that you need to add something special. You need to add something that makes it unique and gives it a strong character. And this area just doesn't have character. It feels like a new office park. It feels like it repeats the mistakes of the 70s office park it is replacing. I like how they make these double high arches as if it's like a double high ceiling, but it's inside it's actually just a regular ceiling height, I believe. But yeah, just that there's nothing telling me I'm in Amsterdam. Yeah, just look, and I'm really curious what you're thinking about this area. Does this feel like a home to you? I guess this is a 21st century living in an apartment up in the clouds. But then you come down and you're here in this windy, kind of stony place. Also, this doesn't look like it's going to be super lush. But well, at least it's modern. Yeah. Here they just have a wooden box. Another thing I feel that is lacking here is human skill. I feel dwarfed, to be honest, by these buildings. Although those lower ones aren't necessarily like extremely tall, simply all those skyscrapers being so near each other gives me the idea that I'm just a tiny human. And here this effect is even greater, because here we leave the spot area, enter one of the great roads. And this area will also be redeveloped into a park, I believe. And I think really see something happening here. You see all the construction. Instead of limiting the width of this space, because there could be a whole building block. It easily fits a building block, this road. They just decided to go up and go vertical. What kind of future would we get if just everything is this from now on? Is this truly the only thing we can do? And shouldn't we add something with character to this area? Something with way more detail. So another thing I'm worried about is loneliness. If you see those little apartments, those little cabins up in the sky, I already imagine the elevator where people go up and the hundreds of addresses that they zoom past to reach their little apartment in the sky. And then how are these people going to meet neighbors? It's well known that high-rise isn't the best for, social interaction. People tend up to be locked up in their little apartment. So if you have smaller buildings, there's a bigger opportunity for people to meet. If there's more front doors where people come together, more paths cross. Here you have all these single nodes, like a couple of entrances of all these towers. That's where people go in and out. But traditional cities are very lively because they have a sort of web of interactions. Imagine every address in the street as a node in a network. And every node connects to another. And every place where two doors are next to each other, for example, there's the opportunity of people coming out at the same time and saying hello. In such a tower, it simply doesn't work like that. I just wonder if the people living here will be able to form a community. And I think that's one of the things that we need to design for, to create tight communities, because they are safer, they lead to longer lifespans, more health, more happiness, and I think that's incredibly important. So one of the problems that they are facing here is that they have to work with the street grid as it is now. So you have these massive over-dimensioned roads. This is basically a 4-lane road. And to be fair, you don't need that in this place. It is way too wide. I mean, look at how wide this street is. I mean, that gym over there is just incredibly far away. And then here, it's all open. So I think they could, or they should, build things where the road is now. But that's hard, because then you have to reroute cables, reroute sewage, and that's super expensive. So they are, I guess, a bit stuck in a catch-22, and they have to deal with this over-dimensioning. So that leaves us with the verdict. What would my grade be for the various elements of this area? I think I would give the urbanism a 3 or a 4. It is too open. It's kind of windy, like the urban form feels disjointed and random. And although it is walkable, but it is simply, yeah, you feel dwarfed. The human scale is lacking. Then moving on to greenery, I would give it a 6 or a 7. To be fair, they still have to plant a lot, and many of the areas aren't ready yet. I don't see a lot of street trees. It's not very lush, and the parks I did see weren't really good. Facilities, cannot say yet, because there's simply a lot of the places that are for rent are not used yet. There's no supermarket, the school is still under construction, but it might raise. Walkability, cyclability, I think that's 8.5. It's really good, but this is the Netherlands, so it's always quite good. It's definitely walkable, it's cyclable. And then the architecture, I think a 4. They tried. They could have used way worse materials. So it's not like all the metal, and although there's a lot of glass, they use some warm colors for the bases, and that makes a difference. I know what they're trying to do here. They try to build a lot of housing. They try to solve the housing crisis, but it feels like an act of panic. Everybody wants to live in Amsterdam, but then what you have to do is build more places like Amsterdam. The current city center isn't big enough to make everybody happy and give everybody what they want. Yeah, it's a very tough one, this one, because I know they face a limited budget, but right now, yeah, I'm not sure about this. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope you like this video. If you like this type of content and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and maybe share this video with someone who needs to see it. Otherwise, see you in the next video.